Welcome to RTT, Ram Truck Trucking. That's a Ram, and that's the truck. Join us on our ride to put 100,000 miles on this truck in about a year and a half. It'll probably take about a year and a half, but we're going to put it to the test. See if Ram Trucking is everything it's supposed to be made up to be. So this is the 2024 Ram 3/4 ton gas 2-wheel drive crew cab 8-foot bed. Hard to find this truck. There's only a few of them in the country for sale at a time. Well, we got one. I like it. Put about 230 miles on it getting it back from the dealership. Got about 20 miles to the gallon, which I was surprisingly shocked with. I had it figured in somewhere probably around 16 to 18 from everything I could tell. So was real happy with the ride home for a few hours, being really nice to it, as we're always going to be. But it is in the break-in period, and we'll talk about that a little more in a video on what I did to break in this beast. And I'm still breaking it in. So let's take a little closer look. So let's take a little look inside. Just sitting here taking a look at it from right there, you absorb that. What do you see? I saw something that scared me, and it's what's going on right here next to this driver's seat. Now, I've been driving Chevys for a really long time. That is not a power seat. That is just a base, plain Jane vinyl seat. But you know what? I got in it, and I was real happy with it because I've been driving that. See that thing? Yeah. Worst seats in the world. Thanks, Chevy. Appreciate that. Very miserable 5 long years in that truck. 6 long years. So anyways, I was scared of this seat when I looked at it on the internet. And boy, I'll tell you what though. It's a great seat. I ain't got no complaints. But let's take the key. Here's the fob. Got all that dealer info stuff on it. Throw it in the cup holder. Hop up in here and start this beast. Now, it's a loud truck. Work truck. And when it kicks on, it really blows them fans. So hopefully that's not too loud. I know you hear that little squeak maybe. I don't know. We'll talk about it. Not in this video. But as you can see, plain Jane. Very simple truck. No bells, no whistles, no air conditioned seats, no nothing. Okay? And that's fine for a work truck. That's what this is going to be. Alright? Work truck. Gotta have your backup waters. Very important. But plain Jane. All around. Nothing fancy. Rubber floors. And that's the miles home from the dealership and 1 trip to town. Alright, so still early on in the break-in period that I mentioned. But, alright, we'll shut her down. We'll let her finish idling. Let you listen to the exhaust. Sounds like an old Ram. So here's the front wheels. This is one of the things I noticed right off the bat, is all this heavy duty steel in here for the front half of the vehicle. And it takes a lot of abuse, especially when you're towing a lot of heavy trailers. It's throwing that front end off, beating it up with every crack and every pothole in the lane. And, you know, long time Chevy fan. And I took a quick look at the Chevys, because I'm kind of walking away from them. Took a quick look at the Chevys. And didn't see anything like that popping out. I had a lot of reasons why I'm walking away from my Chevys, but we'll get into that. So welcome to RTT, Ram Truck Trucking. If I do a big tall heavy grade with a big old camper, or wind up near a famous city or whatever, or famous landmark, we'll pull it in there and get a picture of the Ram truck doing its trucking from some of these spots, and have a little chat with some people along the way. But most importantly, we're going to tell you if this truck's any good. We're going to put it to the test. We're going to put more miles on it than anybody on freaking YouTube, and there ain't really very many people on YouTube running this truck to the test. So we'll see how it can do. So we got old Chevys around here, a couple of them in a few different spots. There's one hiding back there behind the containers, and we'll talk about these a little bit. Yeah, there it is. There's that Tahoe sitting there looking beautiful. I love my Tahoe, but I hate my Tahoe. There's some birds. You'll get a glimpse of them every once in a while. Some of you may not know this, some of you may, but those are kind of famous birds. We'll talk about that later too. But I was sitting around last night thinking about all the homework I've been doing on everything that I've been buying over the years. And like Elon Musk said, you can go to YouTube and learn anything. So I've been hunting around and doing lots of shopping over the last couple of years on this little homestead that we got going on here. And I'm realizing I got a lot of things that a lot of people want to know about here on YouTube, as far as tractors and trucks and new electric fancy weed whackers, which we could also talk about some of these things too. So if you see me drop a little hint that I got something new here over the last couple of years that a lot of people have been interested in and watching about and checking out, and you want to hear a little more about it, because we don't just have to talk about Ram trucks. We can talk about other things. There's other things in the world other than Ram trucks, but that's mainly what we're going to talk about here, is the Ram truck. But you see anything else going on in this little world here that you're sitting there on your tube watching with your popcorn or your Sour Patch Kids, well, just drop a comment below and I'll tell you what I think about some of them things that you've been seeing in the background. So we got tractors, we got trucks, we got all kinds of trucks, but Ram truck, can it handle it? I'm really excited. Just the first couple of drives in this truck, I'm impressed with it, happy with the fuel mileage, much more comfortable than any one of my Chevys I've ever owned. So we're going to see, and you're going to see, and if it breaks down, we'll go into the dealership together. If I'm sitting on the side of the highway, you're going to sit there with me. We'll go cuss the truck if we have to, or if I sail right up a freaking mountain pass and I'm really happy that I got 14 miles to the gallon, you're going to be the first to know. So welcome to RTT, Ram Truck Trucking.